to the Life Lab. Each week in the Life Lab, we take a powerful idea and we break it down into real world actions. We share stories, we get honest about what's hard, and we experiment together. And today's episode is the third in a 5-part series about mindset. And this is about narrowing your focus to what you can control. Your mindset is a lifeline when the world feels noisy, when it feels uncertain, or when it feels overwhelming. And it's so easy to get lost in the swirl of things that we can't influence, whether it be other people's opinions, outcomes, or the state of the world. But the real change happens when we bring our attention back to what's actually in our hands. So I'm going to take you back to the week that my book, People launched. I know I talk about my book all the time, I'm sorry, but it's a big thing for me. Because I'd poured my heart into it, months of writing and editing, and second guessing every sentence. And when the launch day arrived, I was pretty nervous and also excited. But straight away, I found myself obsessing over things that I couldn't really control. So, would people buy it? Would the reviews be kind? Would it actually make any impact on anybody's life and work at all? But then I caught myself. I realised that I was giving all my energy to things that I couldn't influence. I couldn't control the book market. I couldn't control what people thought or how many copies they would buy. But I could control how I showed up. I could choose other more positive actions like scheduling time for rest and focusing on the next project. I could even choose just to sit with the discomfort for a bit whilst it processed and passed. And so I did. And over time, the noise really faded and I found calm in taking a bit of action. And perhaps most importantly, I started to enjoy the process again, so much so that I'm writing another book now. So when life feels overwhelming, it's really easy to get stuck worrying about things that are outside your control. And we all do it, whether it's the outcome of a big pitch or a meeting, or the behaviour of a colleague or a family member, or even the state of the world. Our brains are wired to scan for threats and uncertainties. But that wiring can leave us feeling powerless and anxious. And the shift comes when you bring your attention back to what you can actually influence. It's not about ignoring reality or pretending everything's fine. It's about reclaiming your agency, one small action at a time. So when you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do right now? Just taking a step back and reflecting for a moment can be so powerful. Second, take a small action. If you're feeling stuck and your mind is racing, stand up and tidy your workspace for 5 minutes. Maybe that will just act of clearing a small area will help you clear your head and give you a little win to go along your way with. Finally, celebrate the small wins. So when you finish a task, however minor, pause and acknowledge it. Say to yourself, that is progress. Maybe you can even jot it down or share it with a colleague or a friend. Because those small wins really build momentum. And when you focus on what you can control, you reclaim your energy. You move from feeling like a victim of circumstance to being an active participant in your own life. And the world might still feel a bit chaotic, but you're no longer at its mercy. And this mindset isn't about shrinking your ambition or ignoring the big picture. It's about building resilience one choice at a time. And over time, those small choices add up to big changes in your work, in your well-being, and in your sense of self. So here's your experiment for the week. Each morning, write down one thing you can control today that's important. One thing, however small. Maybe it's how you start your day. Maybe it's the way you respond to a tricky email, or maybe it's just deciding that you're going to have a walk at lunchtime. And at the end of the day, reflect on how it felt to focus on that action. Did you feel calmer? Did you feel more confident? Did you notice a shift in your energy or in your outlook? Write down what you learn. And if you're up for it, share your experience with someone in your circle, or perhaps share it with me. You might be surprised by how much power there is in the small things. Until next time, take care.